Metamucil, sometimes they get gassy. And we give them Beano and Gas-X just like you take, because it does help with their insides. It helps them pass gas just as it helps us. Now all of this right here came from one logger-headed sea turtle.
One single?
One single turtle. It's everything that was found inside of that turtle, anywhere from ribbons off a balloon to the soles of a shoe, and even a receipt from Australia. Now, turtles do not come to land to eat, so all of this, that turtle found in the water from us. Just, you know. Thirdly, is fiber papillomatosis. Yeah, fiber papillomatosis. It's equivalent to like a reptilian herpes virus. Now it lives in all these turtles, but it's dormant until that turtle's immune system can't fight off the virus that lives inside the turtle. So the only time that they ever come into this situation is if they're sick, injured, they eating seagrass, which is their main diet, and seagrass is a filter for the oceans. So all of the chemicals, all of the fertilizers that come into the ocean, settle down into the grass flats. That's what these juvenile green sea turtles are going to eat. That's their main staple until they get larger and start moving out further into the ocean. They're here in the shallows, and they're getting this fiber papillomatosis.
We call it FP for short.
We do call it FP for short. I was getting there. Now, we can remove these, and we do. We have a CO2 laser that cauterizes and cuts everything off at the same time to help reduce stress on the turtle. We try to keep them under for no longer than an hour for each surgery. So sometimes it takes a long time to get a turtle fully recovered. Now, these don't just come up around the neck and the eyes. They can cause huge tumors. And sometimes we have to remove all of these. Sometimes we can't. If they're internal, we can't remove them. We have to put that in there. And that is our CO2 laser in action. Boat strikes. Now, it's not just a boat strike that can cause this. So, this is positive buoyancy disorder. And it's caused when a turtle gets hit, gets struck by a boat, paddleboard, sail, or, yeah, what do they call those boards you sail with? The windsurfing or whatever?
Kiteboarding.
Yeah, kiteboarding, windsurfing. Now, this happens when that turtle gets hit. Now, turtles have gases inside their bodies, in their muscles, and their gastrointestinal tracts to help them go up and down in the water column. Now, when they get hit, it's like taking a soda can, shaking it, dropping it on the ground. What's going to happen? It's going to make dents in the can. It's going to create a lot of pressure. Well, this happens to a turtle is all those gases, when they get hit, it does the same thing. Like if you took a soda bottle and threw it on the ground, all those bubbles come up to the surface and they have nowhere to go. Turtle can't get rid of them, we can't operate, so it creates a hump on the back of the turtle. They're not always the same, and it is called positive buoyancy disorder, but here we like to call it bubble butt because of our first turtle from 1989 came in with, and that was his name, was bubble butt. Now there is no cure for this. The only way we can help these turtles out is if we stick weights on them. And these weights don't help keep the turtle down, it just helps stabilize the turtle so it can come up and sit like this. Because once that turtle gets hit and it creates that bubble, they're going to be sitting in the water kind of like this. And it makes it really hard for that turtle to come up for air or dive down. Almost impossible in some cases for that turtle to dive down. Now, once a turtle gets one of these here lead weights, we can't release them back into the wild. And the reason for that is because they have these scoops. They have these plates on their shell. Each individual plate is called a scoop. Now we take these and we epoxy these onto the turtles to help them with their buoyancy. But once we put this on the turtle, we cannot put it back into the water. We can't do that because once that turtle loses the scoop, like we do, our fingernails grow, their scoops grow with the turtle, this drops off into the water. And what's happened to that turtle? Right back up to the top. Same predicament that it was in when we found it. So once we start putting weights onto these turtles, we cannot release them back into the water. They become permanent residents. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Doing it again. I'm going blank again. Yeah. Going blank again.
Take a deep breath.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, so this number's up here. If you happen to be out in the water, you think you might see a sea turtle out there that needs some help. If you see a turtle looking like that, it definitely needs some help. But there are numbers that you can call. You can call the FWC, which is Florida's Wildlife and Fisheries Department. If you're offshore, you can call Channel 16, which is going to get you to the Coast Guard. And both of those entities are a tremendous help when it comes to rescuing turtles. That 305 number down there, that's our own straining line here at the hospital. And it is manned by our medical staff 24 hours a day. There's also some information up there to help you determine if that turtle is in fact in distress. Turtle Hospital has taken all of that information and put it on one vinyl sticker. So if you plan on being in the water while you're here in the Keys or anywhere in Florida's waters, you can take this sticker there, complimentary. We want to make sure that if you're going to be out in the water, you have access to those numbers. We have these in our gift shop. So when we're finished with the program and we end up back in the gift shop, all you need to do is ask for one of those rescue stickers. And again, they are complimentary. And again, if you have multiple watercraft, then ask for multiple stickers. If you're out in the boat, and you're on your friend's boat especially, because that's the best boat to be on, make sure your friend's got one too. Now, we're going to go real quick. This is going to show you a video of basically what we do here in this hospital. Start